What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today I just wanted to showcase my home lab gaming setup, my kind of home office here, as you can see. So we're going to kind of take a quick tour and just see what I'm working with. So looking at the desk in front of us, then we have these three 23.6-inch monitors. Now the middle one here is what I primarily use for gaming. This is a 165Hz Asus monitor. Now these displays kind of just have a YouTube tab open or some sort of, file explorer, some background process. And then the top monitor here is a 34-inch ultrawide. Now this is curved. I did previously use this as my primary display. However, since it only has a 100Hz refresh rate, it isn't the best, and I kind of just have it up here for if I ever need any ultra wide, maybe a timeline for a video or some sort of thing where I need that screen real estate. But I mean, primarily this is what I'm looking at. Now my PC here is something that does need to be upgraded in the future. This is rocking a Ryzen 5 5600X, a 1080 Ti from Palit, 32 gigs of RAM. So we're still on the AM4 platform. I'm potentially looking at upgrading to AM5 in the future. However, looking at current prices of things, especially RAM, I'm not sure if that's going to be an upgrade I make anytime soon, and it does completely do what I need it to do at the moment. The full specs of the PC will be on the screen right now. It's nothing crazy, it just works for what I need. I will be replacing these two external hard drives soon with a bigger internal drive just to get rid of those and have some faster storage. If we move on down here, then this is kind of the first part of the more home lab element. Now this is my home server. I built this for £300 and there's a video on the channel that you can view if you want to see how. But it rocks a Ryzen 7 3700X with 16 cores and 8 threads. It has no GPU because I just run it headless. It has 48 gigabytes of RAM, and currently it has a RAID array with three 2TB hard drives. Now this runs Proxmox. I won't go into too much detail about the home lab elements, as you can watch the other video if you're interested, but essentially this runs a couple of services for me. This runs Jellyfin, which is kind of my own private Netflix server. It runs Immich, which is a backup kind of Google Photos alternative to self-host, and then just a file share for any network attached storage that I may need. Coming behind the home server here, you can see some networking. So we have a UniFi USW8 PoE switch. Now this powers the access point that I have in the office here to give me Wi-Fi, and it's connected downstairs via a Cat6 cable, as there's no networking ports in here, to get me my full 500 download speed that I get from my ISP. Now this server doesn't run all the time. I kind of only use it when I want to use those services. So I have this as like an off server. It's kind of just a cold start whenever I want to use it. However, this server over here is my always on server. Now this is a mini office PC. It has a Intel Core i5 7500T. It has 16 gigs of RAM. And at the current moment, I'm just using 3 SSDs in a similar RAID array to give me some always on attached storage. Again, this will be upgraded in the future as the capacity is not that great. It's like 500 gigs of storage, but it is useful and it is always on. This also does run my network controller, so the UniFi controller, and it runs Pi-hole for my ad blocking services and Wireguard for my personal VPN. Looking at my peripherals then, we have a Razer Death Adder mouse on a bungee, and then this keyboard here, which I can't actually remember where it's from. However, it does have Gateron yellow switches, which are quite nice for typing as well as gaming whenever I need to. My microphone of choice then is the Razer Siren Mini. It was pretty inexpensive when I bought it, and it works for all the voiceovers I do for this channel and other channels that I run. So that's sort of it for the gaming setup and home office. This is my first home office that I've had where I've had the space to actually physically have an office rather than just a desk in a bedroom. It does everything I need in terms of video editing, watching content, playing the occasional game. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. Peace out.